Hello, Algebra 2 parents. I am here at school trying to get ready for Monday and welcoming your students on Monday as they come in. I wanted to give you some information about what to expect for the remainder, while we're in hybrid, how things are going to change and what is going to be expected at home and what's going to be expected at school. And rather than writing all that up in a long email, I thought I'd make a quick video. Document that I showed to the students the other day. Most of the things at the top are just general announcement, instructions, etc. I do want to talk a little bit more specifically about my class and let you know kind of what the expectations are going to be here. So one is in my room, my classroom, group work is extremely important. And so we will be working together, but we will be obviously having modifications. So for instance, they will be 6 feet apart or talking back and forth 6 feet apart, or they will be on WebEx speaking with each other there. We will still do a lot of online video instruction. I just feel like that's the easiest way for me to get the information to the students. Now, that is not the only bit of learning that happens. They learn it first through the video instruction, but then they have an assignment on it. We come to class, we ask questions, we go over it together, we do practice problems together. So the video is just the first step, but we will still be doing quite a bit of video instruction. Our schedule, our routine will not change much. The students will still be expected to do work on their at-home day. Now, I am not asking them to come into WebEx on their at-home day, and there are a variety of reasons for that, but they will have an online partner that they can work with, and they have partners in the other half of the alphabet who they can also work with in the case that they need to. So at this point, I'm not really expecting them to come in on WebEx, but I am having assignments for them, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. I recommend that they keep their schedule. If they normally wake up at 7:15 and get on their computer at 7:40 and go to English class or what have you, I would recommend they do that because we will have work on the days that they are not in school. And so I really recommend they stay on their schedule so they don't get behind. Now, I did skip this other one, but I want to make sure I cover this one as well. Please stay home if you're not feeling well. The students can always join in online. So no, I'm not requiring it, but if they're sick and they need to come in on WebEx, we can certainly do that. They're not really going to miss a whole lot being at home. They can still do anything that we do it via WebEx. They're not going to miss anything. So please keep your kids home if they are not feeling well. Now, I've said that I'm not expecting them to check in during WebEx. That's true. There might be some times that I do want them to check in. I don't know what those are yet. And of course, we know everything's changing at every moment, right? So I don't know exactly. I want to leave that as an option that some days we might do that. I mentioned a minute ago, they will have a partner that they are working with in class and then other partners that they're working with out of class. I'm hoping that that will help them stay connected to the class, even on the days that they're not in school. And I'm hoping that that will give them a little bit of support from each other as well as accountability from each other also. I am a big believer in going outdoors in any circumstances, but especially in a pandemic. So I will be planning to take outdoor breaks, hopefully every day. So maybe a 5-minute break. We say, okay, let's all stand up. We'll walk outside, stay 6 feet apart. And if you stay 6 feet apart, then you can take your masks off and we can just get some fresh air and socialize and get outside the classroom for a little bit. Now, Fridays, of course, will be online via WebEx. So this is what I want to tell you about how to find out what we are doing. So here is my homepage on my Canvas. And down at the bottom, I've always had this week at a glance, but I've changed it now because of our situation. When I looked at my chapter of what we're in now, we happen to be in a unit that is actually going to work pretty well for this situation. That there are some little assignments that are pretty easy for the students to do on their own. They will do that on their at-home day. And then there are other assignments which are actually quite honestly quite difficult, but if they have a partner to work with, they're not as bad. And so we will do those in class whenever they come to class that day. So this is a place where they can see what are the assignments, what is going to be expected. Now, of course, in the module, I have that outlined more specifically, and they can access all of that on the module anytime they need to. So here we have the in-school day. Now, I will clarify, I do still have one section of math that is a remote section. So it says remote Tuesday, but that's my remote class. The hybrid students will be showing up and doing these things on the day they are in class. They will be doing these things on the day that they are at home. And I just want to emphasize, even though they're doing these on their own at home, I have chosen the ones that are attainable for them. It looks like a lot. It's really not. It's 2 10-minute videos and 2 10-problem assignments. I'm really sure they can get that done within the 90-minute period that's allotted for math. Um, so, and again, they're not just sent out there to go learn that on their own. When they come back to school, if they have questions, we will absolutely go over it. We will do practice problems together, and I'll make sure that even though they were alone doing it, that we do go over the material and they have it. I'm looking forward to actually seeing people in person. I'm a little bit anxious about it, as most of us are, but I think that it'll be good to finally meet the people. I hope this video helped you. Please let me know if you have any questions, email me, and I can try to get back with you any answers that I can possibly give.